Well, today, new rules have gone into effect that change the way home buyers and sellers negotiate commission fees with their real estate brokers. Our Cassidy Buyer breaks down what these new rules mean.
I think that it is extra important to talk to consumers in a way that educates them. So our approach to how we speak to consumers has just been amplified a little bit.
Real estate agents like Taylor Hunt are now having to explain to their consumers the new rules the National Association of Realtors put into effect across the nation in an effort to transform the way realtors get paid and who pays them. The change comes from a 2023 legal decision over the way real estate agents were originally paid.
Commissions and compensation has always been negotiable. That's not new, but a lot of people thought it was new.
Historically, buyers were not expected to pay their real estate broker directly because the realtor commission fees of both the buyer and seller's agent were paid by the home's seller. However, according to Midland's lawyer and founding member of the Blair Caddo law firm, Gary Pickren, that's now changed.
Today, more likely what's going to happen is you will agree to pay your agent, the listing agent, and then when the contract is presented, or maybe right before the contract, you as the seller will decide what, if anything, you will pay the buyer's agent.
And from the perspective of a real estate agent, Hunt believes if the seller does not want to pay for the buyer's realtor commission fees, it will hurt them in the long run.
If you're not offering this, the buyers will go find somebody who is, especially because our market is full of new construction. And most builders are offering buyer agent compensation.
In addition to that change, real estate agents are now unable to advertise their buyer's agent commission on the multiple listing services, which according to Pickren is less transparent to the consumer.
It does not have to be advertised anywhere. It can be hidden. And so that does bring up the very strong possibility of discrimination, that a seller may decide, I agree to pay for this person's, or I won't pay for this person's buyer side because of what they look like, where they come from, or who they are in a relationship with. That is horrific.
But Pickren says he sees ways around it.
As I told agents yesterday in a seminar I was speaking at, it doesn't really matter because no one can advertise. There's no expectation that anyone can advertise. Everybody knows that the commissions will be set when we negotiate the contract. So I don't see this big reason that we need to be worried about not being able to put in the multiple listing service. You can put it on your website, you can put it on the sign in the front yard.
Overall, Pickren does not believe this will heavily impact the agents.
Consumers are still going to want real estate agents. This change is just going to change how we do business, but it's not overall going to change the need for us in the business.
And from a realtor's point of view, while Hunt doesn't believe consumers will be heavily impacted when buying or selling a home, agents need to thoroughly explain the new rules.
I haven't seen a lot of change on my end, but I have seen a lot of people be misinformed on what is going on.
Cassidy Buyer, News 19 WLTX.